Hey, happy Monday, y'all. Welcome back to our little home edit YouTube channel videos where we provide some pretty informative immigration updates. Here with Scott, attorney in our office, we're going to talk a little bit about mandamus actions. Those are federal lawsuits, and in the immigration world, we use them a lot when a decision is delayed, a case has been pending for a long time, and the delay is unreasonable. USCIS will not act. And so if a client wants an outcome or a decision on that, a lot of times you can get that through filing a federal lawsuit through a mandamus action, believe it or not. You can also do it in times where, say, a client's supposed to be scheduled for an interview, maybe an asylum interview, for example, and that's been taking many, many years, and we think the delay is unreasonable and based upon kind of past actions. You can also use that as an avenue, ideally, to get an interview scheduled. There's a handful of ways, if not more, that you can use a mandamus action to your benefit in order to get some type of outcome that you're seeking because of a delay. Is that correct, Scott?
Yeah.
More or less? Okay.
Yeah. We filed mandamuses with USCIS. We filed it with against the State Department, consulates, as well as against NVC, actually, the National Visa Center. We filed one against them as well.
Right, and the State Department would be for example, you go to a visa interview maybe, and your case is stuck in admin processing. You email them, ask them what's going on, and you get the same kind of runabout information you usually do, just a boilerplate. We'll make a decision when.
Yeah, don't contact us, we'll contact you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you get stuck in that loophole, the only way we can compel them to make a decision is a lot of times through this mandamus action. Right?
Yeah, that's where we've seen most success.
Yes.
In getting out of those. There's other things you can do. You can try to contact a senator or a congressman. However, I think in our experience, it's been very limited success in those areas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What did you do for National Visa Center?
National Visa Center wasn't issuing a new invoice ID number for my client.
Okay.
After a number of months contacting them,
right.
My client got fed up and we sued them.
Okay. Yeah, and successful on a lot of these, but it is a lawsuit, right? So nothing is guaranteed by any means. And recently we have been getting some kind of pushback, and that's what we're going to be talking, or Scott's going to key us in on a little bit here.
Yeah, we've had a couple of cases recently where the government's pushing back, fighting against us. Used to be when we kind of first started doing this a few years ago, most of the cases would get resolved pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. The government would do what they needed to do. That would moot out the case, and everyone just kind of moved on with their lives. Lately, we've been seeing some more pushback on certain cases, some with the State Department, in either scheduling an interview or in issuing a decision following an interview during admin processing.
And these pushbacks, so just to be a little bit more specific, instead of the opposing party, I guess we'll call it, kind of agreeing to our lawsuit, they will file a motion for summary judgment, or a motion to dismiss? Motion to dismiss. And judges have been, obviously it depends on the facts of a certain case, but some judges have been agreeing with those or granting those.
Some of them have been granting the motions to dismiss, either agreeing with the government that the case lacks standing for one reason or another,
right?
Or by plain, just kind of simply stating, it's not been a long enough time to wait. It's not been an unreasonable amount of time to wait.
And when a motion to dismiss is filed, we have the opportunity to file an opposition to that motion, correct?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Again, they are fighting these a little bit more than they have, I would say, in the past, but it is still a viable option if your case is stuck somewhere, or you're stuck trying to get a decision, interview, what have you. Something to keep in mind. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to help. Thanks for joining in.